Hello everyone, Monkey Thief 86 here. Welcome to my very first Let's Play. As you can see from the screen, this is going to be a Sky Factory 3 Let's Play video. Let's go ahead and get this started while we talk. So, my aim here is to do a full achievement playthrough, go through as much of it as absolutely possible. I'm not going to show absolutely everything on screen because, let's be honest, no one actually wants to see hours worth of sifting. So these are probably going to be 15-20 minute videos where you'll see the bulk of what happens. Obviously I'm going to aim to try and make things look pretty, thanks to chiseling bits and my own, well, some would consider poor design skills. So people can have a look and see what that's all about and decide what they want to yell at me over. So the aim, as I say, going to be show as much as possible of everything. So let's go ahead and start getting the resources I'm going to need for my platform. So the first episode is probably going to be me talking a bunch about general plans, the ideas of what I'd like to do, and then we'll have a little bit of a gap in time between the first and second episode, basically just where I go ahead and get situated with most of the sifting and making of most of the basics for it. I mean, hopefully we'll see all of the true basics in this episode. So, for those of you unfamiliar with Sky Factory 3, perhaps unfamiliar with modded Minecraft in general, you've just seen me make this very strange tool and you're saying, what the heck is that? Well, that's a wooden crook. They're used to gather more saplings from trees and these things, silkworms. Silkworms let you get the string so you can develop up, and there's all kinds of extra little bits to these. I hardly recommend you have a play around with it. It's a great type of map, and I've just realised I forgot to make another crook. Oh no, I didn't. But I'm going to need another crook because that one's not going to last the whole tree. So with Skyblocks, for those unfamiliar with them, the aim is to expand from your one little platform into this huge place. Let's put all this away, we don't need that right now. And you do so essentially by growing trees and then getting absolutely everything starting from some simple wood. And people potentially also wondering, how on earth are you managing to get that tree to grow so quickly? Again, for those unfamiliar, this is one of the key parts of Sky Factory 3 in 1. Excuse me, one of the reasons I figured this is going to be the best type of thing to do. You can grow trees simply by twerking at them, which is hilarious as an idea to me, and it just helps remove a lot of the downtime. So the next part here that I've made, a wooden barrel, you put things in it to compost it, and that can be any biomatter type thing, so saplings, leaves, flesh, so meats and all kinds of things. These can also collect water when it rains, and you can use that to kickstart your capacity to get an infinite water source. There's other ways of doing it in case you get lucky or unlucky, depending on whether you like the rain or not, by having like a wooden crucible, and that's probably the route we'll end up going if we haven't made a sufficient amount by then. So obviously I'm going to need more dirt now to expand out the farm area, get more places for trees so that we can grow more. Also going to need to start thinking about using a place for string. As that takes time, I don't want to do that on the tree I'm going to be chopping down, so I'm going to make a little bit further away another platform. Five, and then 2 more. So I put 5 between them. This way it's less likely that they will touch each other, so you won't get the transference of the silkworm onto the other tree, because silkworm infested trees do not drop saplings, and while I've got 54 of them now, it's very easy to run out. If you're not careful, especially if you're composting down at the same time. So when it gets dark, people can still see what's going on. I apologise in advance if the clicking sound is a little bit prevalent. My microphone is kind of a little bit sensitive. I'm still playing around with the settings, so hopefully as these go on, you won't be too invaded by that. So. Let's start looking at getting Tinker's Constructs. Wood tools. We've got enough of them, enough bits of wood now to do that. So we need a central table, we need a part builder, we need a pattern chest, and a tool station. And what I want to do is put them along here. Yeah, do it this way. There we go. Because when they're connected to a crafting station, you can just click select on the top, which is brilliant. Something I always forget to do though, so you'll have plenty of opportunities to shout at me for closing the inventory and going and like clicking on another bench when I could have just selected from the tabs on top. Let's get a shovel part as well. Gonna need some more planks. So axe is the most important one. Tool station. No, I don't want to actually make it a wooden shovel. Axe head. As you can see from me closing it and reopening it a couple of times, I still have not got the hang of it, even after saying about it. The matter, probably not necessary right now, but useful in general. I don't suppose I can stick that away, no. I'll get the regular chest. Let's say that's that pretty much done. Decent amount of string there. And that's going to be needed when we start sifting, which is our next job. So sieves, I always forget what the recipe is for basic sieve. Slab. There's a basic starting sieve. Put it by the barrel for now. I generally like to have a whole platform for the sieves. And most of these platforms I'm going to do like an 11 by 11 blocks, so we'll take this out another 5 and we'll have the trees growing there. We'll move most of the industry, so to speak, away from this starting area. Simply because it becomes a bit difficult to actually utilise it when it's all covered by tree. So yeah, so this episode I think is going to be a little bit shorter. We'll cut it here basically. And what I will do between episodes is just process a bunch of dirt and a bunch of trees, and maybe start doing the initial part of the sifting. I don't want to go too far down the line without showing you what's happening for those of you who maybe aren't as familiar as everyone else. Just so you can see and learn a little bit from this. So thank you very much for watching episode 1. If there's particular goals and things, in fact actually let's finish it by ticking off what we've already managed in our achievement book. So not a HQM one, but I say still satisfying to actually tick off things. So what have we done? We've used a crook on leaves to get saplings and silkworms. We've still got 34 silkworms. Twerk a sapling into a tree. Yes, we've done that. Make dirt by composting. Absolutely. Infest leaves with a silkworm. Done. Use a crook on infested leaves to get the string. Yep. Craft a sieve and string mesh. Yes. Collect rainwater in an oak barrel or melt saplings in a wooden crucible. So that's going to be on our to-do list. Craft cobblestone. No, because we haven't started sifting dirt yet. We haven't crafted hammers or anything like that. So yeah, so that's our done. So what I will do in between is gather enough resources to start moving into these next parts. Bone and flint tool is going to be a little while away. Well, flint might not be. Yeah, so thank you very much for watching. Hopefully it's been an interesting little start and you're looking forward to carrying it on, because I know I am. So thank you, and hopefully I'll see you next time.